Listen, following football costs enough money already, so don't let your mobile bill mug you off. Rocket Mobile gives you unlimited everything for £16 a month. No nonsense. Powered by Vodafone and Free, plus exclusive content and prizes when you switch on over. Scan the QR code or click the link and put that cash back into football.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Kenyah with me. A 3-0 win to the Arsenal at the Emirates against Sunderland. Top of the league, 9-point gap. Today, right now as we speak. Kenyah, things are looking very, very good. I know you sometimes just say, slow down, calm down. But a lot of things you mentioned on the Matchday Live say, well, you got right. And the 3-0 win was good. Yeah?
Of course I was right. When am I ever wrong?
I hear that. You talk sense, I must say. But a 3-0 win, it never seemed like it was kind of ever in doubt, even though Sunderland came with a bit of a game plan. They had a lot of possession. They huffed and puffed, but nothing really came of it apart from Arsenal winning today.
Yeah, I think Uncle Laurie said something really good on the watch along in the sense of like, you never really worried we're going to lose. It's just more of like, when are we going to score? Yeah. And I feel like at the start of the game, it did kind of feel like that. Like we had a really good chance in the first minute. Yeah. That I think Havertz really should have got on target. But to be honest, Sunderland didn't do anything other than that goal line. Well, it wasn't even a goal line clearance. Other than that clearance that Havertz had to do, what else did they really make us think about? Yeah. Like the reality is, everyone had quite a quiet day. It was just a routine win. Do you know what I mean? I didn't really feel at any moment, oh my God, we're going to lose this. Oh my God, we're going to draw or we're in jeopardy of losing. Mm-hmm. Like it just felt very routine, very Arsenal. It kind of felt like at the start of the season when we were just beating teams, doing our job, clean sheet. Like there's nothing to complain about. Everything's good. A couple
of players returned to the fold today, and I want you to give just a small assessment on a couple of them. Calafiori returned. Yeah. Jesus returned. Trossard does play him. It might rotate a lot. But he returned, and I know I'm going to give you a whole section on Trossard because you were telling them the whole panel. He is the one that really stood out, and then obviously Havertz as well, playing in the midfield, not up front. But so you can run through him: Calafiori, Jesus, Havertz, Trossard.
Okay, Calafiori, I've already said is for me our starting left back, but was rusty today. Yeah. You saw it. Some of the decisions he made, some of the fouls he kind of gave away, wasn't really of like the Calafiori of this season that we've seen. But I'm just going to put it down to he was a bit rusty. As long as in the next game, if he does start, that's all shaken away. I'm cool with that. It didn't cost us anything today, but just a few things for him to learn about. Yeah,
Brentford will be different.
Brentford will 100% be different. Yeah. That I've always said they're the best counter-attacking team in the league, in my personal opinion. So we have to make sure our defence is locked in for that.
That is a DNA for them. Sorry to digress, but it just feels like when they had Bremo there, it's
a part of how they play. Yeah. And I just think I watched them. They're so good at home. They're so emphatic at home. You just want to make sure that you're not going in there with that rustiness and you got to wake up to that, because the reality is Brentford are a really good team as well.
You've got 100% on it. Yeah, obviously Igor Thiago is the second top goal scorer right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we just got to go into that game locked in. Gabby Jesus, I was shocked to see him start. I said I wanted Victor Gyökeres to start. Shocked to see him start. Don't think he gave enough. And I've been saying this all season. To me, he's a super sub. He shouldn't start games. People say, what about Inter? But what about Man United? What about other games where he started? And I'm like, Whereas I'm looking at like, wow, off the bench versus Leeds, goal. Off the bench versus Aston Villa, goal. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think just give him that off the bench role where he can come in once defenders are tired, put his body round. That's what he should be.
What do you say to fans that say, isn't Victor Gyökeres that though? Off the bench into goal off the bench today too.
Yeah, he scores off the bench today, but most of his goals have come from him scoring, if we're being starting. So to me, and I think as well, we just look better with Victor Gyökeres in the team. That's just my personal opinion. That's fair. No one has to agree, but I think if you go look at the stats of it, it goes to show that that's actually true. Yeah. Like, we hardly concede when he starts games or when he's on the pitch, and we just go on to win games. So I'd prefer to have him in the starting 11. Who else did you mention?
I mentioned Trossard is the one that I kind of want to say.
I thought Trossard today was really good. Yeah. I thought he got around really well. He's almost playing, like you said, a free role. Yeah. He's getting in midfield. That goal Victor Gyökeres scores comes from Trossard. Like, I think he was just, overall, his body work was just so good today. It's a shame he doesn't get a goal or assist, but that was a really good performance. So I'm happy for him. I just hope that him going off wasn't an injury. I hope it's just like he was sick or tired or something. But I thought he was brilliant. Up until Victor Gyökeres scored 2, I was saying he should probably be man of the match for me.
I think that's fair. If you play a Cam Trossard in that full 90, he stood out. I think Kenyah actually highlighted it quite a lot throughout the match live, and she was spot on. Last year was Havertz, obviously. We've seen him before come in, but he playing in that midfield with Jesus up top, but then he played majority of the game and clearly was effective today.
Yeah, look, he gets in it, he leaves with an assist, so I'm happy with that. I think he could have scored. He had that great chance as well. He's unlucky not to score that as well, that chance that goes round the post. Look, it's happy. At least he's getting his match fitness up, and you can tell already that, you know, we actually maybe do look a bit better with him in the team. I'm happy that he's here. He's playing different roles as well. Is
that his position then? That midfield? Because we spoke about combative midfielders and technical midfielders. Eze, Odegaard, more technical, combative, Mikel Merino and Havertz. And it seems to Arteta's got a good balance there. It's just, is that the right way to play?
I think it depends on what team you play. Right. So, like, if I'm being honest, I don't want to see Havertz in midfield if we play Man City away, for example. But against Sunderland at home, I'm fine with that. Against Leeds, I'm okay with that. Do you know what I mean? Because we know already that these teams aren't really going to bring as much to us as an Aston Villa or a Man City. Yeah. But this is why we got the depth. Sometimes it should be Havertz, sometimes Odegaard, Eze, whoever it is, come and do a job. But yeah, I'm okay with his performance. Needs to be a bit more better things, but yeah.
And then finally, this weekend, I mean, we were laughing at Tottenham potentially might get dragged into a relegation, but you're seeing...
Grab my hand. Let's just start praying.
Let's go. Yeah. This is it.
God, hear our prayers.
Please.
Believe.
This could be the weekend that Arsenal fans can say this is it. A 9-point gap it'd be a mad gap to drop if you lose from that position.
No, I agree, and I think one thing that's good, I've been saying this all season, shout out Kim, I've been saying to Kim, we've got our hard away games out, mate. Our hardest away game is going to Man City, but we've done the Old Trafford and the Stamford Bridge and all that. I said, you guys got to do that. We did that at the start of the season. We're now looking at it like, right, we're not leaving London for 5 weeks. Like, do you know what I mean? We're going, we actually have winnable games now that we can go on and crack on and say, right, Sunderland at home, Everton, Brentford, etc. We can go on and win those games. Like, whereas they've actually got a really tough period ahead of themselves. So this weekend is massive. They don't have a good record at Anfield at all. They've won there once in 22 years. Like, that's very favourable. Liverpool don't even need to win. Just go and draw. I don't even care. A draw, a win for Liverpool, I'm happy with that. And Liverpool themselves need to do it because they want to be in that top 5. Race, top 5, top 4. So, look, it's a big weekend, man. Let's see what happens.
From younger Lyle, believe it might be back. Take care.